All organisations will have to change at some point. So it's not just the organisation that changes, it's the external changes and changes around them. So we already know that there was a huge credit crunch which caused a recession, which meant loads of organisations had to change, usually around people exiting the business, some departments going, some products changing, new products coming in. We've just seen Brexit, that's going to cause some changes as well. So those organisations will change anyway as the economics change, but also internally you might want to change, you might want to streamline a little bit. You might want to bring in some new managers, you might want to sell the business or merge with somebody else or buy a new one. And those organisations will change anyway at a much faster pace than others. I think one of the big things to consider about change, well, there's two actually. One is that you've got to involve the people it's going to affect. And the other one is you have to communicate all the time. So you have to communicate what the changes are, why we're changing, what the impact's likely to be and how people are going to be affected and how they can help. And actually you have people take some ownership for that transitional period as well. People are naturally resistant to change, and people, not everybody says that they like it. Some people are very open about the fact that they don't like change, but even people I've found who are seasoned changers will say that they adapt really well to it, but secretly they don't really like it. So if they're involved in that process and they understand why we're doing it and they understand how they can help shape it for the future, they feel like they've had a part in it. And if they've had a part in it, they feel like they've got a bit of ownership for it, and that means it's more likely to work and be more successful. There's a number of ways to communicate change. You could just do focus groups if it's quite a small company. If it's a bigger company, then you just push information out through line managers. You might want to do a magazine or some description, or even things like this where you could do a short video and have that running around on a loop somewhere, or just write to everybody. But the most effective way to communicate it is to get people involved at every stage, talk to them at each piece of that change process, and then they understand and they're communicated to effectively.